Okay, everybody, welcome back to the stream. We are ready for a super exciting day. Super exciting night of Crusader Kings. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? There's nothing left to conquer. I'm kind of bored right now. I don't know what to do. All my vassal kings, they took out Hispania. I didn't really have to do much. What ended up happening is a great holy war was called against Hispania. This giant block here of Leon went literally Slavic. So this whole duchy here went, well, I don't know, that's what I'm showing that. This whole little duchy here, if you click the right duchy, the satrapy of Leon, that all went Slavic. A little piece here, a little piece there, all went Slavic. As soon as it went Slavic, I'm like, holy war. Took on Leon like pretty fast. There wasn't much left. They got pushed down all the way back to Valencia here, and then everybody just ate a little piece of them like all over the place. It was like, just watching something get eaten up completely, and it was gone, and there was no more Hispania, which I could make the title for Hispania because I can make the Empire title for that. Although, I don't know if I should make all these Empire titles because I don't know if they give other people other things and they kind of move around. I was watching this happen at one point where one of my titles, or a couple of my titles, could possibly go to somebody else if I die. But I'd have to go out and duel to die because I'm 182 and I am I don't know, I'd say I'm kind of a sexy grandma, strong, sexy grandma. 81 martial skill. I tried to lose the lunatic skill. There was a certain little dialogue. I think you get it through the theology trait. There's a little dialogue that happens with that, and it says, "Oh, you got two options. You either do this event, and then you can either gain patience or temperate, or you do this particular thing, and you could lose either lunatic or you could gain possessed." So I was like, you know what? I actually would like to lose the lunatic thing, to try to get more positive traits in here. Because if I could lose the cruel, and if the other society would let me grow back my eye, it'd be cool too. But it didn't happen. I don't mind the cynical so much, but I'd like to lose the lunatic or the possessed. I didn't want to do it for that, but they didn't make me lose it. They made me gain. So yeah, she became that way through this little dialogue event that I had an option of picking. I was like, well, I mean, it does give you combat skill, although people are a little less likely to want to be around you. But I'm on my, I don't know, eighth husband. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. All right, I was close. I was just making a guess there, but I'm on my 7th husband right now. This one was murdered or slain in a battlefield, which I don't know why he was in a battlefield. I don't think he had any. Oh, he did have to. Oh, that's the one that did have the. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I was wondering. Because most people I was married to are just basically, they just had an ARG. They had like a little castle and they didn't really have much to do. But that was the one I married who was a king. So yeah, we're just kind of playing the game out till we're pretty much done. So we'll see what happens. I was thinking the Aztecs were going to attack me. I've read on the forums this is 1340, and then there could be a dialogue event that happens, and then you get attacked and stuff. And I haven't seen any kind of dialogue at all. I have no idea if I'm going to get like a dialogue for the Aztecs to attack me. But if the Aztecs do attack me, which I did set the game so that they would attack me, which I kind of hope that they attack me, we'll get to see something. Other than that, we'll just get to hang out and talk. So that's the only other thing I can really say that will probably happen tonight. We'll just get to talk. We'll get to build up some structures. Basically just maintenance right now. Just kind of upgrading a couple things. I'm building some new structures because I've got a bunch of money. I'm getting like 400 ducats a month. So I'm doing upgrades, building up some structures. I built a pyramid. I was thinking about building a pyramid in the Arctics, but I changed and I decided to go with the ruler. Just due to the amount of money it costs just to do it. So I was like, yeah, we'll just hold off on that one for a little bit. Maybe we'll do one, but not at the moment. I just wanna, you know, just see things get put together here, you know. So if you're wondering, do you own the whole world? Yes, I do. I own the entire world. The whole damn world. And the Jin Empire is my bloodline. And, which I think he's changed to his own. Well, he might make his own bloodline in a way, but I conquered it. It's Zoroastrian. And it changed to Jin. I don't know why they called it Jin. It should be called Isan, you know? I can keep asking for all kinds of stuff. Let's get some engineers. How about to do that? There we go. Okay, so I don't have to give them anything because grace is gained by paying tribute. Can accumulate, ask for a boon. Monthly gain, no-toe, because I did a no-toe, because usually I don't, but I just wanted to see how much I could get if I put my all into it. Same dynasty, both has a culture religion as the emperor. So, I formed an empire here, over there, and I got my own, so doing pretty good, I changed to seduction because I was wondering if I was going to be able to get pregnant at 182. Anybody who want sexy grandma, 182-year-old immortal? Well, I mean, I'm just focusing on my husband here, which trying to, you know, do things so that we have more alone time. But so far have not been pregnant since, I think, I don't know, my 40s? So she really hasn't gotten pregnant at all in quite some time. So I'm a little worried if, you know, things have dried up down there, but I don't know. Probably, or either that, or people don't want to, you know, have babies at this age. So they're like, well, I'm immortal. I'm just having kids that are, well, maybe not be that way, but they could also. I mean, they do. They would, if she did have children, they would be her bloodline, which would, I would guess, I would take a guess that they could get this ability to go immortal too. I'm just saying. I mean, it's a matrilineal passage type of thing, and I'm doing matrilineal marriages, so I mean, I could, you know, maybe. I don't know. But I can't drink from the Fountain of Youth anymore. It has nothing to, well, I mean, it has a reverse factor for lunacy, but I'm immortal, so it also doesn't mean anything. I could do it just for funsies to age myself on purpose while I don't actually age, which would be kind of funny too. So we're just going to kind of wait it out until the Aztecs maybe attack. I hope that they attack. Please, Aztecs, please attack. We need to... I want to see how I can push them back. The first time I tried it, they're just so strong. They go conquer stuff so quickly. You gotta have, you know... It really sucks when you start on the West Coast because of that. It really kind of does. When you start on the West Coast and then they attack and then you're defending from the Slavic tribes, you're defending from the Muslim tribes, you're defending from HRE, it gets really tough. So it gets a little tough. I think it might be easier if I started as Spain, because then I would just grow really fast, pretty rapidly, and then if they did attack, I'd be pretty well established where I was, so it might not be so bad. You know, maybe. Let's do this one. Problem is I'd have to go through these lineage lines now. I think I'm on my 6th or 7th generation children, so I don't really know unless I look through the whole thing purposefully to see who's next. Let's see who I should like focus on. I'm just making sure my kinsmen aren't marrying their brothers and sisters. That's really what I'm focusing on, you know. Just making sure that is ooh, I got a special tithe. This dark path that I got's really good. He is really good. Great holy war for Persia. For my vassal to arms. To the unprincipled lover of heathens, Lelia. Your low character is subject to Greek plays. Now, why does a Norse guy make a statement saying my character is subject to Greek plays? He's never been to Greece. I don't think he has. You should make a joke saying your character is unbefitting of even the word Loki or something like that, you know, because he's Slavic, you know. It should be focusing on his religion dialogue. I think that'd be a little better fit. So he's coming after apparently just me. He's going after the Shaddam of this, which, dear God, he wants to go after him. You have good luck with that, man, because you have to go up against 156,000 guys with a whole lot of nothing. He's got a big fat goose egg going after 150,000 guys. Well, and you know, have fun with that, man. I want to see how well you actually do. Oh, and I pulled my retinue up here. So this is my retinue, I think, here and here, and this is my mercs here, I think. Yeah, these are all my merc bands. And this is a little band that I have for myself. So this is little Isan Company, which I guess it's... No, it's... Well, it is actually going up a little bit. But last time I looked at this thing, it didn't renew its troops, and I was surprised. Now it kind of is, man. I don't know. I got a little retinue in there, too. So, a little retinue in that, too. But... let's see if the Aztecs attack, and regardless of whether they do or not, I will just have fun talking to the mic, and anybody else that wants to come watch the ending of this on YouTube, which I have posted. I think I posted them all on YouTube as well. So I do have, I mean, it's not immediately, I've got other videos to launch as well, so, but these are going up on YouTube, so you get to see it there. Okay, so 57... You're kind of a lunatic. I don't know if I want you doing that job. But I am too. But I'm a good one. I don't know if you're a good one or not. Well, you are a tribal kinslayer, so you're a little... like... You're a 3-time tribal kinslayer, because I think this goes by how many blood drops there are. And if there's 2, that's 2. If it's 1, it's 1. So you... yeah... This guy's arbitrary. But at least he didn't kill everybody he knew. Yeah, I'll go with you. At least he didn't kill everybody he knew. And, you know, he's not a super bad guy or anything. It's just, it's kind of like, well, nah, I don't really care that much. I mean, I care, but I don't. Sorry, but not sorry. That kind of thing. And even then, I don't even know if that's a good quality either. Okay, once we hit 20,000, I'm going to add some structures. So I think we can. I think I'm pretty good. I can probably do it now. Boop, 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 boop. Do, 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 do. I figure if I color the screen with the hourglass, it'll come out of its freeze mode faster. See? I don't know. I'm just guessing it works that way. Probably not, but... Alright. Upgrade time. Upgrade time. Can we do anything? I don't know when I last upgraded, so... The blue means that I'm done, so... I've, put together a lot of stuff. I religiously upgrade every teeny tiny little thing that there is, because I just realized it's just so vastly important to do that. It means so much. Because if you don't, well, it's just not as good as it could be. That's why I do it. Look at this. Successful rituals. Morale of armies. Levy size plus 10%. So even magic is in this game. So there's magic in this game. If you think there's not, there is magic in this game. Plus, I'm immortal, so, you know, a lot of people think this is a very physical game, and it is mostly, but there are those little twists that they put in here, you know? It's kind of fun being immortal. I wonder if I got the immortal quest like immediately when you... I wonder if you can get the immortal quest when you start the game. And then you just start and play the entire game as being immortal. That would be funny as heck, because then you wouldn't really have to worry about your lineage. Well, I mean, if somebody came and attacked you, it'd be a little different, but... like, you wouldn't have to worry about who's married who. And all that. The only thing I might do tonight is if I do die somehow, if someone randomly tries to murder me, I might rage quit. Seriously, I might rage quit. Be like, no! 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 I don't want to, but... I mean, I might. Might, maybe? Do you think I should? I'm contemplating it, because, I mean... I lived 182 years. I should just finish it off, you know, see it through all the way. I like this horse statue in the water. That looks really cool. That's another reason I wanted to put it there. I'm like, that looks awesome in the water there. Made that statue. So here's the pyramid here. Taghaza pyramid is the pyramid in Target. There's a salt mine here. I built traps. I built traps for anybody that wants to come and conquer my pyramid. Well, they're gonna have a little, you know, they're gonna have a serious fall. It's not gonna be very pleasant. So I'm close to finishing this up here to get to level 6. I wonder if it'll give me extra pyramids in there, because I got a mythological beast statue, so I'm kind of expecting to see the Sphinx here. I don't know if they're going to put it in the picture. I've never built a pyramid before. So, first time for everything, you know? We're building some amazing walls up here. This is big. Fort level of 10.5. Yeah, when the Aztecs attack me here, if they attack here on Merrick, they're going to have a hell of a surprise. They're not going to be able to get through that easily. They might conquer it, but it'll take them a while. It'll at least buy me some time to get there. So I'm building a little ruler statue here. I had the option of building a pyramid up here. Can you believe that? I had an option to build... You can try to actually build a pyramid on Kolgaev. You can build a pyramid right here. I was like, I could put a pyramid in the ocean? Yeah! But then I looked at the price and I'm like, no, no. I can't afford it. I can, but it's just... like, the first pyramid to build, I think, is like 12,000 ducats. 12,000 or 14,000. It's like super expensive. It'd be like my whole bucket of cash right there. Just go right to just that one building. You know? Send it out at once. Excellent. Ask my friend to join a war. He's got 2,000 troops, so it'll probably match that 0 troop, the count that the enemy has. Let's try that. You have a pet owl. You are in the satanic thing. Okay. Matrilineal. I don't even know anymore. I don't even know why I'm getting this. See, it's gone this far that it doesn't even show me a bloodline to it, but apparently I can get this to go. Sure. Oh, woo! He sent me money for troops. Dude, you could have joined the war. We'll easily win. If they have the Jom's Vikings, they could easily beat them. They're not... Well, I mean, they would be tough in a different timeline, but there's nobody left, so... There's nobody left. They're kind of a floating band of mercenaries for this religion. And, yeah, they have no land. This guy's got no land. Nobody's got any land. Might just white piece them out. Nope, won't do that. Let's see where you're at. There you're at. I want to see how far he goes. I want to see if he can get there. He might come attack my army. I don't know. He's beating up all these tiny little armies that are here. I don't know why there's all these super tiny little armies here. You should have, like, better armies than that. Valdensian Faithful. Yeah, they keep raising these super, super tiny little armies to fight him. Why are you fighting with all the tiniest armies imaginable? It's like, this reminds me of playing with micro machines. There's 1,700 guys along the way. Can somebody fight him with a stack of 3,000, maybe? A stack of 3,000, somewhere. Anywhere. 400? We'll see. Are you gonna stay there? If you're gonna stay there, I'm gonna come over and say hi. Hey, buddy. I think I crushed his entire army in one shot. Where's the Yama's Vikings at? Where'd they go? I should probably turn this down a little bit. I do hope the Aztecs attack at some point before. Not at the very end of the game, but, you know, somewhere like right now would be nice. So you have no troops left. Fantastic. You have no money. Very little money. I killed all your troops. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I killed every last one of his troops. This was the guy I had to fight. They have no troops left. They have no reason to fight. That gave me that percentage. He's... I mean, I could offer him peace and all that, but... Maybe I should just so... We could turn this war off. Maybe there's... I don't know. Royal Custodian! Who's gonna get the janitorial broom? Everybody loves me. I mean, literally, everybody likes me so much. I don't know who to give it to. I'll give it to... Oh, 98. You need a job, bro. You need a job. Court eunuch. That's not a job anybody wants, but you need a job. Let's do... Ambitious. Greedy. Proud. Game master. A flamboyant schemer. He's the perfect regent. I don't know if that's true, but he could be. You know, he could be. Maybe. Possibly. So yeah, I'm going to finish this up, and then I've got some other games I want to get to do stuff about. I can't write another magnum opus because I have them all, and I can't write another book because I wrote all the books. I've explored every topic available to me. I've done everything. There's nothing left to do. Except for hold a feast, a random feast, Josny Sada, and that's about it. So I kind of done with the game. I kind of beat the game. Just it doesn't say game over yet, so I, you know, just kind of waiting for that timeline to happen. I mean, that's the thing. I keep saying this. I had the game set from the start. The Aztecs would attack at a random time, and I don't know. Maybe the random time is like right at the end of the game, which hopefully it's not, because then I won't have conquered everything. Because then they might come back, and then I don't know how long it's going to take me to conquer the Aztecs, honestly. But with the amount of freezing this game does, I don't know. Maybe I won't play. Maybe I won't stream too much tonight because if it freezes a lot, there's really, well, not much to show. I think the game ends up. It doesn't freeze in the beginning, but it freezes near the end of the game when I've conquered nearly everything. It freezes a lot, so I may have to, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll white piece the dude. We're just gonna be sitting here seeing this go on for like years. You won't accept white peace? You have no troops to fight me with, and I killed your friend's troops completely too. You've got nothing there, man. You have 0 troops. You have to hire more guys, and you have no money. You have 0.22 growth a month. Okay, well I guess we're just gonna watch that until the end of time. You know what? I actually kind of want to save it here, just in case I can test this later to see if let's save it. Bam 2. Just in case I can test it later to see if I can actually get the Aztec fight to happen, because I want to say it's going to happen. They say in the game that it happens at this particular time. Although I read in a different forum, it was supposed to happen from the year 1250 to the year 1350. And then when I read this other forum, it says it starts at 1340. And then you get a little message, and in 10 years they come and attack you. And so I'm just kind of waiting for that initial message. I haven't seen that yet. Maybe we'll watch the little guys go at it. Scotland's in a rebellion. Or no, Saxony's in a rebellion. CB? What's CB? When did this happen? I don't remember that. Oh, they split apart. Sibi, I think, was a part of this white territory here. I think they were. Oh man. You know, I might do some Bloodstained tomorrow. I like the game, but endgame. Maybe I conquered this game faster than I was supposed to. I don't know. But there's not much left to do, and the game's freezing like every 2 seconds. I could go Cathar and cause a revolt and fight everybody again. But that's what Drist would do. I don't think that's necessarily the right thing to do. Sickly and slow? Well, then you're going to be a baseball player. That's what you're going to do. Be an all-star baseball player. You're going to marry her. Because reasons? So he has my blood drop, but he doesn't have my bloodline at all? Wow. I think my bloodline kind of fell off the face of the earth, honestly. This guy has bear love for me. Bear love. Lustful, gregarious, temperate, trusting. This guy is really kind of freaking awesome. Yeah, man, you have that job. I was having a problem with my vassal limit for a while too, and then it just slowly balanced out. Plus, I think it has a lot to do with the laws. Actually, I'm very sure it has a lot to do with the laws. You know, I had external wars on, or only external wars. So what I think it ended up happening is that some people, there were too many little kingdoms out there that couldn't really, it wasn't as balanced. Like one king kind of needs to have 3 kingdoms at least. You know, he needs to be a triple king. And so if I have all my vassals as triple kings, it kind of balances out all the titles and all the little vassals I have to rule. So that kind of worked that way. Holy cow, I got money. Yeah, I was trying to play the game to get the Aztecs to come out, and they did not yet. So I don't know. They might. And something went wrong. Okay, I don't know what happened. Maybe you had a diplomacy boost that fell off, maybe? I don't know. Well, you know, seduction's really not doing anything at all. I think I'll go back to carousing. That should change some things up here. Let's go back to the oldie but goldie. That's always a good one to go with. Alright, so we gotta do... No. That way. You're stressed. You want... And you know what? I'm in a Hermetics, and I can't brew anybody a potion. Because they're not direct, they're not really that related to me anymore. I mean, they are. Well, maybe I can, but I haven't seen it in a while. Hmm. It could be because of some duchies, maybe. Let's make some duchies here. Or the satrapy of Kartal. The satrapy of Kartal. Let's do that. What else can we do? I wonder if I made all the Empire titles, the game would be over. I have no idea. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Well, let's see. How big are you, man? Oh boy, you got a lot of kingdoms there. I think I have to give him a kingdom, honestly. But he's already got 3. No, she doesn't mind, I guess. Yeah, she doesn't seem to mind. Okay, that's fine with me. That's okay with me. Apprentice. Very good, sir. Can I use my monies now? Money, 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 money. Oh, university time. I'm gonna do that. Time to do university stuff. Let's finish the lodge up first. Wait, what? I think all the hospitals are finished. Well, almost finished. I think some need to... Tech needs to get there first. Did I do... I don't have any tech I have to put, do I? Nope. Don't have to do that at all. Nope, there we go. I can build more and I can upgrade. Okay. Necropolis. That'd be cool to do it. Limestone casing. Unlocks Overseer of the Rites. Minor title. I actually have almost all these things. I want to get the rare things I typically can't get though. So maybe I'll get those 3. And then whatever else is left. So, yeah, let's go with the Necropolis. So those 3, so it'll be... It goes up to 8, so we'll do the Necropolis. Do an upgrade of 16,000 ducats. That is a hefty chunk of money. Oh, statue's up. Great. Let's give it gold plating. Let's do an upgrade too. 8,000. I'm down to 2,000 ducats. All that money went into statues. Fantastic. All right. Okay, that's all I had to do with that. All right. I'll offer you the piece of my boot. He's a proud, greedy, cynical dude. So proud. You won't mind dying. Pride comes before the fall. Even if it's only 2 inches. Oh, man. Alright, well, if I don't see anything from the Aztecs in like 5 years or so, then I'm probably just gonna call it, because I don't know, I might stream like a whole stream of literally doing nothing, because there's nothing left to do. I'm just waiting for game over, or you know, I fight the Aztecs. But I'd rather stream something at least somewhat interesting with a fight in there, some kind, you know. Our people in Jugwe are suffering from a frightening epidemic. Those afflicted by the disease display large buboes and high fever before vomiting blood and dying. Some in the middle of the stern, healthy middle of the streets. Healthy only a few days earlier. Dread is spreading, seeping into the heart of the realm, while other healers are at a loss. There's no cure to the horror wreaking havoc among the populace. The cause of the disease is unknown, and those trying to protect themselves are left on their own devices. Bodies are piling up, ridden with black and rotting limbs. The plague is at our door. May Zervin help us. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's something new and interesting, I guess. Let me see where that is. Oh, there's the Black Death. It finally came. Well, I guess we can watch the Black Death move around. Consumption, I'm sure not everybody's interested in this, considering the current virus that's out. But we'll see if I can, if my lineage can survive it. Now I'm immortal, so I might not die to that kind of stuff, but I don't know. I did set it up so that all the hospitals around me are amazing, so this one's maxed. My main capital where I'm at. One on top of me is maxed. One over here is maxed. One next to me is maxed. Almost every hospital near or around me is almost or completely maxed as far as what it is. As far as hospital protection goes. So I put some work into this, but I'm actually happy that they kind of finished some of this off. I did not go and finish off all these hospitals. They worked on a lot of that themselves. So they actually went, and I started some hospitals for them. I put some work into it. I built some pretty big parts. I think I spent like $2,000 to $3,000 in some of these hospitals for the extended wards and all that. They went ahead and finished up a lot of it. I don't think they finished everything. Like this one, I got it up to this point. Let's put a leper colony in there. But like anywhere near my house, my vicinity is hospitals are freaking awesome. So they're actually building this up somewhat themselves. I'm not doing some of that. Some of that's all on them, which I'm very happy they're doing that. Okay, so we'll go, I don't know, we'll see if we can get past the Black Death, I suppose. What sucks is that might last a while. It could last a while. And it's going to grow pretty fast. I wonder if it's going to overtake the consumption, or if consumption is going to fall away. What might happen today? Who knows? I don't know. Slow fever and camp fever are slowly residing. You know what? I'm used to seeing the Black Death start in India. I'm kind of used to seeing the Black Deaths like start down here, but it's actually up here this time. I guess we'll watch the Black Death go over and hopefully go away. And then we'll resume our normally broadcasted episode of the Persian Empire here. I hope that goes away. Anybody out there, I hope you get better and do well. This is kind of a big deal as per what's going on. So my recommendations are, get some natural foods and keep yourself healthy, wealthy, and all that. Yeah, get some natural foods, natural protectants to things, and because some people are kind of upset with that idea. They're like, no, I need to go to a doctor, they need to give me a shot. What you're getting with a shot typically is somebody that decided to keep themselves healthy, and they survived the virus, and they take that person's blood and they give that as a vaccine. So what you're actually getting is what you could already have. It's kind of what you get. You might say, oh no, they go and they toy around with it. They just take someone's blood that survived it, because all these viruses and stuff, certain people are going to survive it because they kept themselves healthy. And, now you're getting a portion of what they had in their body to keep themselves alive. That's what you're getting. Other people are like, no, it's not possible. Yes, that's the way that goes. They don't really, unless they make the virus themselves, which I've heard some stuff about it, this being a biological weapon and all that. What I've really come to the conclusion is that it could have been a biological weapon. Was it actually manufactured, possibly. I mean, if there is a stamp on it, maybe. But either way, I mean, unless they built it, they would kind of know how to build the cure for it, or at least I hope so. But if they didn't build it, they have to find the cure from somebody that survives it and take that person's blood and make an antidote out of that. That's how that all goes down. That's really what goes down with that stuff. But they want to take all the credit for it. I mean, they do put, you know, they do try to put it together and then give it out to other people, but they're going to look for that savior blood. Go save everybody and then take that person's blood and get the, what was it, the antigens out of it? I don't know all the terms, but they're going to take what they can out of it that save that person and then use it as a vaccine. Happens a lot. Just saying, happens a lot. Plus, the other part of it is that if you get really stressed out about it and all that, it'll make your immune system weaker and more likely to get it. So, staying calm and happy and positive is going to do a lot for you. Doesn't mean it makes you completely immune, but it does make you, it does boost your immune system. Because if you're down, depressed, and all that stuff, then you get sicker faster. You feel bad. It's that's why they say laughter's the best medicine, and it's kind of true in a sense. Because, you know, you have more of a positive attitude with your life. You can change a lot of things, mentally, physically. Your physical state, in so many ways, is tied to your mental state. If you're just always in a bad mood, always upset, always, oh, this is bad, that's bad, you're going to get sick faster and more likely than other people that are not. Just saying, that's how that goes. So, yeah, not much else really. Just gonna watch Black Death go by. Hopefully it'll pass over. But usually it kind of covers everything. It does try to push into every territory. And my little home is right down here. The I called it Veracity Trigger. It's called SUS, actually. It's initially called SUS, but I'm right down here. Dear departed friend. I don't really want to go get drunk. I don't really want the drunkard trait. I don't like breaking friendships though, but it's just, I don't know what to say about that. I wish they'd give more options here. It'd be kind of nice. Whoa, my stewardship's at 11. If only I could conquer another piece of dirt. I could have another land. Another land mass. Of something, you know? I wonder if it's going to get down around the mountains here. It's like, it's kind of clogged up around the mountains. It's not going anywhere else, really. Yeah, the Annals of Isan are destroyed. No! You have to save them. Das Black Death. So we're playing the game called the Black Death right now. Hopefully it's not... Hopefully the Corvid-19 isn't going to be anywhat nearly as powerful as this. But I think at the time, people... It was the same deal. People didn't wash their hands. You know, they... I mean, maybe they did. But I'm not 100% positive they did. I want to say that they didn't. I want to say that they didn't, because maybe that's the reason why you get all these flus and these sicknesses get so much stronger, is because there's just more people that don't clean themselves. And it gets out of control. I wonder. But if the Black Death, if that ended up being something where your body parts turn black after you die, you know, that's like, what is that? Like, it's like a frostbite? No, maybe not a frostbite. It's, I don't know if it's like a leprosy or it's like something like that where, yeah, if you go black, it's a complete lack of oxygen, so maybe the Black Death is... It just eats up a lot of oxygen. I gotta research this. I never really researched the Black Death, honestly. I just know it was pretty powerful. Now it makes me curious. Now I have to research this. Yeah, the game's just freezing anytime it wants to. It's unfortunate. I wish I could just stream this without it freezing so much, but it's... Ah, that's the way it is, I guess. Yeah, maybe I'll shut it down. This is just too slow. That's the reason I've just been playing, like, periodically, every other day or so on this game, because it gets so slow. I've got the speed up. I could turn the speed up higher, and it doesn't really make it go faster. I think it's because it's trying to connect everything that's going on in the game. Considering I own everything, I think it's giving me all the information that's happening all around the world. But it still kind of pauses every once in a while, so... Like, I don't know if going faster is going to help. I wonder if it's based upon people movement. And it could be. Because it's not really moving through... It's having a hard time moving through the desert in the tribal lands. But as soon as it hits Europe, it just quickly moves out quickly. It's not going south. Not too much, really. Just kind of sitting there. It's not going through the desert area too much either. So I guess the dryness of the desert heat kind of like prevents it. Because if we look at a topical graph, I mean, this is all desert here. So this is all desert terrain there. So it looks like the desert really just kills it. So this must be... I guess it's just my opinion based on the game, but as far as the game goes, it seems to be desert. Desert is his weakness, maybe. I really don't like these. What is this? I gotta determine who's lying. Downfall of your realm. The traitor's my dark pat? Ambitious, temperate, lustful, humble? I highly doubt that. I'm gonna notify the plotter. Looks like the desert kind of like if I were to take a judgment call based upon the Black Death from the game itself, it seems as if hot terrain deserts stop the Black Death. It's not. It's not moving through the desert area here at all. It's like just stuck. It's stuck. It's if it does, it's moving very slowly. So, if I had to make a judgment call, I would have to say the Black Death needs a lot of water, or needs a lot of humidity to move effectively. Because it's not going through the desert terrains. Not really. Does not seem to want to do that. It's pretty strong because it lasts for quite some time, though. It's been years. I kind of like the color, though. I wish I could have made my empire this color. It's Persian, so it's a red flag. Why isn't my Persian empire colored red? Why is it green? That's what I would like to see. Okay, well, we'll go to 1350, and then I'm gonna call the stream. I'll probably do this. It still pauses for me when I do it without the stream. It's not stream driven or anything. It pauses every so many seconds just because, just the mass amount of information. And it seems to happen around the year 1200. So I don't know if it has something to do with the time frame, or just the fact is if you get more territory, the game freezes up and kind of slows down. I don't know what the deal is, really. I have no idea. But whether I stream it or I play it myself, it gets a little hourglass and freezes up sometimes. So I would say I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry you have to watch that, but I have nothing to do with it. I can't help it. Can we white piece you now? I'm just gonna white piece it just so I don't have to see that anymore. I could do something else. I can hold a Josh in the Sada festival. You know, I can do that. This guy's been hanging on for dear life for like 10 years, fighting me with no troops. He's like, we're gonna keep fighting, bro. We're gonna keep fighting forever. Seems those. Thor, it seems, does not favor the pagan faithful. It's not really Thor. People get all this mythology wrong all the time. They like Thor, though. Yeah, Thor wasn't the one that was driving them to war. It was Odin. That's who it was. And you're... Okay, let's not get into it. Marry my courtier, sure. All right. Yeah, we'll go till 50, and then I'm going to probably call it, because there's not much to do. If the Aztecs attack, then I'll probably play more. I haven't seen a single notification about anything about that, which makes me sad. You know, I could build something here. What could I build here? Durham is on... Ooh. Can I make a pyramid there? I can make a pyramid on the coast? Oh. Wait, can I make a library? I can make a university. You know, I don't have a university. Let's build one of those. I have no university. I built every... Okay, so I think I have everything getting built now. Well, that's good. Finished the game having built every great work, conquered every territory, conquered China. Finished the game conquering everything in the world. That's kind of fun. Out of 6. Completed 5 out of 6. Okay, so we got that done. Limestone casing, I want to get that. We're at 6 out of 6. Still building up to 8. That's great. 8 is great. Good. I like it. Alright, so we're going to build here. Additional statues. Watcher of the Giants. That's a cool title. Let's go for that one. I don't think I have Watchers of the Giants, so... And every other statue structure is completed. So we shall watch the Black Plague, of which I'm sure everybody's super excited to watch go by. And hopefully it won't hurt us. And then if nothing happens by 1350, I'm going to probably retire tonight. Able to dedicate all my thinking to calculate the patterns of different objects in the sky under it, but everything is so clear. Okay, got Night Owl. That's pretty good. Yes, enough is enough. I mean, you look at all the little bumps and all that, and you look at all this desert terrain, and it seems to be pretty obvious. Black Death really doesn't go through deserts or over mountaintops, but it might not go over mountaintops because people really don't go over mountaintops too much. So that could be a reason too. Sure. Ooh, got all the way around there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. What's over there? Tomorrow will be time for spaghetti.
Scotty, we're gonna have some spaghetti tomorrow. Hope you like it.
Well, I think it's kind of rescinding. Do you think so? I think so. I mean, it's spread out, but it's kind of coming... I mean, it might come around Africa and then still come back. I don't know. It's in Corsica here. If it gets to Sicily, I don't know if it's going to traverse from Sicily down to Africa. It's kind of coming this way, though. It's in the Byzantium area. So, I don't know. I mean, it might push through. What was the worst thing to happen to the world? The Mongols or the Black Plague? It's a question I have. It's a question I have. I wonder what the answer is, though. A little bit of smallpox is still there. A little bit of smallpox, about as bad as the Black Plague for the Indians down there, and then the slow fever for the Africans. But Black Plague is getting into the desert a little bit here, it seems. It's really having a hard time pushing through, though. I think if it started in India, it'd be all up in my terrain pretty easily, but it's not. Can you move, please? Game? Can I do this? Oh, good. I should just be doing that instead. Alright. How many troops I have? Well, I'm still at 70,000, but I used to have 77,000. Come on, seriously? The Immortal? Do you know how many times they brought up this little dialogue for me? You know how many times I've seen this where the Immortal could get destroyed? It's over 12 or 15 times. I gotta randomly spend 750 ducats to do that. Come on, guys. That's not fair. Don't do that to me. I think one time and then done, that's fair, but not more than 15 times. And it's not just in her lifetime. I've had this for... I've had the Immortal Armor for a while. I have the Immortal Armor, I'm immortal, and I can summon mortals to fight against all the other religious groups that aren't Zoroastrian. It's interesting. I got all the immortal stuff here in this one thing. A game proud. Okay. Trying to get all the good qualities, but I don't know. Might not happen. It might not happen. I don't know. I'd like to get temperate, and which I don't have gregarious, but I'd like to get temperate, gregarious. I like that I got just. I'd like to lose the possession and the lunacy if I can, but I don't know how you. I don't know if I can anymore. I haven't seen that little pop-up happen, so I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. I have no idea. But yeah, like I said, what do you think was worse? The Black Death or the Mongolian Empire attacking? Which one was more devastating? I guess everybody's probably going to say the Black Death, but Mongolian Empire got into everybody's bloodstream. Almost everybody, I think. No idea. How you doing? That's a tough call. That's a tough question. Hopefully the coronavirus isn't as deadly as the Black Death. Otherwise it'd have to be called the New Black Death or the Blue Death or the... I don't know. Why would it be Blue Death? I don't know what you'd call it. Well, the coronavirus is technically called... Corona means crown. So the crown virus. Virus of your head. So I wonder what they'd call it other... I mean, now it's got the title, that descriptive title, you know, Corvid-19, you know, put it out there like that. the Red Scare could be really. I mean, some people think it's just a scare. Just it gets people afraid of it happening. You freak out, you know. Because if you freak out too much, you can literally make yourself sick. There's been a time in my life that I did that, and I was freaking out about stuff. I got sick just because I was freaking out. And, I just realized it's kind of what they say, laughter is the best medicine. You gotta keep your mentality good and all that. You can keep yourself from getting sick, really. You know, I don't know. Hopefully everybody stays safe. I can't say 100% that, you do all the right steps and you won't get something, but I think maybe if you, put a lot of effort into, thinking yourself well, you might prevent it. You might very well prevent that sort of stuff, Not belittling it. Red from China and Scare is the panic currently. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're trying to shut things down. They're trying to shut things down. They're trying to, make stores do this. Like I went out the other day, and almost immediately, there was a shortage of certain supplies everywhere. I went to 30 different stores, and there's all these signs up. Apparently from the CDC or from whatever. And I was like, really? That was just... You had shit stocked the other day, and now I come back and everything's gone? Like, all the toilet paper is apparently gone in the whole world, in our state. I'm like, that can't be true. I think you just shelved it in the back and just made it a small, just doled it out in a small amount because you guys are freaking out. I think even the stores are trying to find a way to make a buck off of it, Because seriously, if a sickness starts, what's the first thing people need with a sickness? Medicine, not toilet paper. Just saying, it's not toilet paper. I mean, unless the virus makes you, extremely extreme diuretic, which if it's a head virus, I don't think it's going to necessarily do that. But I don't have it, so. I mean, I don't know, but I would think, the toilet paper isn't the first thing you're gonna need. Which is when you have a freaking virus. Chicken soup might be the first thing you need. I'm just saying. There's probably other things that you might need a little more. Okay, so they're targeting me. Crusade for France. I have France. Defense is 247,000 defenders plus. Okay. That will never go. That will never happen. Ooh, Black Death is actually getting through the desert terrain. Which is that's not very good for me. Not very good for me. Because I'm right down here in Suis, which is now called Veracity Trigger. So that's where I live, here. So maybe it won't get to me. Maybe I'll just, I'll just pass over. I don't know. It seems like it could all just be a big scare. Just another kind of virus, one we get, the kind we get typically every couple years, and then they made it a big scare, and, it's a little bit stronger, and it really plays on people that really don't wash that much, or else maybe it, if it has a stamp, like, if it was manufactured, if it was a manufactured virus, then I guess it could potentially be stronger. Because I'm trying to remember, but I think there is a patent on it. I don't know if it's the same thing, but I've heard talk about this there being a possible patent on this thing. If it has a patent, then it could definitely be stronger. Then it could have been definitely been worked upon by either U.S. or China or Canada. I've heard all kinds of stuff. So was it a biological weapon? I want to say no, but I'm not going to rule out the possibility that it might have had potential to be. I think literally somebody was just taking a virus that they had, that they were working on with other people working on a virus, and it got free. They accidentally dropped the vial, they dropped whatever, it broke somewhere, and then now we are where we're at. Because of just dumb luck. Bad luck. Pure stupidity. Just... yeah. Yeah, I don't know about you, Isidin, but this is just a slow night. I've been waiting for the Aztecs to attack, and they haven't attacked. So now I'm watching the Black Death roll by, and I don't know if you just got here, but I own the whole world. There's nothing left to fight. There's nothing left to conquer. I took over China. I own the world. I'm immortal, and the Black Death's coming by, and the Aztecs might come if they want to. I don't know if they'll show up. The Aztecs, I did have the setting open so that they can fight me, but I don't know if they're going to. I thought they were supposed to fight me somewhere around 1250 to 1350. I saw this other forum say 1340. They might show a thing, but I'm not seeing anything, so I don't know if the Aztecs are even going to bother attacking me. I mean, I don't know. Good numbers on lethality yet? And you know what? Here's the thing. Every time they're like, oh, it's gotten these many people, it's gotten these... The world is always getting bigger. So every time there's a bigger number for the death toll, it's almost like you got to scale it back to what was the amount of people way back when, 100 years ago, when we had the other big virus that was killing off people, and in comparison to now, you know, how was it at that time and how many people were there compared to this time and how many people are here? Yeah, they're like the Spanish flu. Like, how was it compared to then? You know, our population and how much it killed compared to that population and how many it killed at that time. Now, if the numbers... Now, I know we're going to be, like, ballooning the numbers up a bit. You know, we're going to be ballooning the numbers up to some degree, but if you put that on a scale and compare the two scales, you might be able to see how devastating this virus is compared to that other one. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you kind of have to scale them out. Yeah, hey Frost, how you doing? Yeah, we're watching the Black Death, so this is kind of a grim stream here. Yeah, man, I own everything. There's nothing left to conquer. But so hopefully the Black Death will pass by Sus, which is my capital here, or Veracity Trigger. And I've got all the hospitals surrounding it maxed out. So all the hospitals, like, all around here, I helped build all those hospitals. They're all maxed out. Probably a couple, you know, when you get a little further away aren't, but practically they all are. So if it gets here, it's, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but we'll see what happens. How you doing, Frost? So we're just kind of watching the Black Death roll by. We're just going to watch it roll by, and hopefully it'll not cause any serious damages. But, you know, it is the worst plague in mankind's history, I think. I think it is, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. I think that's one reason it's called Black Death. I've never heard of another, you know, plague called something as devastating. Would lead to a steamroll. This is the same too. This is the save to EU4 would lead to a steamroll. Dude, yes, exactly. If I was to play the next game, I'll just take the save file and be like, I win! Like, immediately, I win! I don't even have to do anything. I'll just Start the game, you know, I'm an immortal queen. I'm a sexy grandma at 189. And I've got a wolf familiar. So some of that secret society stuff is cool. I at least got that out of it. You know, it's kind of cool. I tried to lose the lunatic trait in the gaming possessed, so I don't know what to say. It just... I don't know how to lose it. I'd probably have to re-roll that thing and do it a million times, but these are all random events, you know. Ooh, that's pretty good. Northern Europe ravaged by plague. Yeah, you tell me that now after 5 freaking years. After, I think it was 5. Was it 5 years? Either that or it was 4, but I mean, that was... I've been watching it roll by. You're giving me a notification now. Thank you. Any full cognizance intense doesn't have the rest of the world. Oh, the EU does have the rest of the world. Oh. Yeah, I don't have that game. Yes, I can still die to duels and murders, which is why I don't do that anymore. But if I wanted to, I've got a gun. I have a Colt 45. And my skills are amazing. And all that stuff. So, yeah. So yeah, man. So yeah. So, she's pretty beastie. I had the Yuan on, but I'm like, you know what? I just made a gun. Just give that to her. Personal combat skill in case somebody does want to duel her, because I did have a cutscene. I have one cutscene. Tell me that some of my other kinsmen were a little bit questioning, like, what's going on with me? And then she says in the cutscene, she's like, well, don't they know I'm immortal? Like, they're worried, like, if they're gonna see any titles at any point in time, because, you know, they're questioning whether you can die. She's like, don't they know I'm immortal? So, yeah, I'm 190 years old. Not even the most remote regions of the world are safe. The plague has struck northern Europe. The streets, many cities lay deserted as their inhabitants have fled in fear, despite the heavy quarantine in harbors. Many a ghost ship eerily drift across the Baltic Sea. Ooh, that's spooky. I wish I could turn down the coughing part in this game. Is there a way, Frost, for me to turn just the coughing part down? I would like to cut that out if I could. Peasant revolt for you because of peasant revolt. Yeah, I just don't want to cut out all the scenes. There's ambient, which I like the ambient stuff, but maybe I have to turn that down. But that turns down all the wind. I like the wind sound too. Is it the effects? Dynamic ambient sounds. Is this it? Death sounds? I think this is it, right? But you hear, like, all the death sounds are off if I turn this off. I just want the cough. I don't want to have to think about the Robitussin commercial every time I hear the coughing. Ambient is probably coughing. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot about that, honestly. We'll do that. I don't have much of the. I don't have much left to do. Did my hubby die? Oh, it actually shows an error here. I was getting used to not seeing anything. No, they usually have something there, but my lineage, guys, my lineage is back, like, I don't know how many years now. I might be back 7 generations. So she's 60 something. She's about to die. Does she have any kids? Well, okay, so you are Crap. I didn't mean it like that. He's different marriage. Okay, you have a regular marriage. You're married to... Wow. You're married to a Norse woman. She looks pretty beastie there. Okay, you need a husband for no reason whatsoever. I figured I'll do it. You know. Okay. That's about it. That's about it. I don't know what else to say. I don't even need a regent, but why not? Let's get the worst kind of person as a regent. Sure. Put the core dwarf in there. Cupbearer, not the worst kind of person. I have been poisoned before. It doesn't kill you. It cannot kill you. You got plus 10 health when you're immortal. Nothing can pretty much kill you. Except for a pointy spear or a stick or something. Or maybe a gun. It just makes you upset. It makes you want to go to the bathroom a little more. That's about it. Master of the Tides, you can have that too. How about you be the Royal Custodian too? I'll give you a bunch of titles that I don't know what it does, but you can have all the titles, bro. How about you be a Castilian while you're at it? Get all the titles as one dude. He's like, hey man, they must really like me. I'm a Master of Tides. I'm a Lighthouse Custodian. I'm a Royal Custodian. I'm a Castilian double time. Oh man, yeah, dude, you can have all the titles. You can have them all. He's so happy. Got all these titles. For an immortal to die because of chamber business would be hilarious. It would be hilarious, and I would literally, if I was, you know, I'm so used to throwing my controller if I was upset, but I'd have to throw my mouse, and I don't want to have to do that. Yeah, I've got all the blessings from the dark side. Wolf familiar. Ooh, we got to do Chinese stuff here. We got to do this because conquer China, so I get all the goodies. Trade contract. So trade contract, this is where I make all my money. Right there. Plus 100 or 2,000 or something. It's amazingly high. I should change to, let's change to something else. Let's go, I want to go back to Mystic actually. We'll do that. So I'm going to go back to Mystic. I want to be optimistic as a mystic. Can you be optimistic as a mystic? I think you can. It's a part of the word. Well, maybe. I don't know. Western Europe ravaged by plague. From Rock of Gibraltar to the ports of London, the plague has been spreading, harvesting lives of nobles and farmers alike. The countryside of the afflicted areas have been haunting and desolate. Here and there, praise. Pyres. From the burning of the deceased, one can be seen from miles away. Well, yeah, that would be kind of funny. If you died, like she's had the flu before. She's had other sick. She could get the Black Death too. If she gets a Black Death and gets cleansed of it by herself, that would be even more funny. If she gets a Black Death and she survives, and then one day she's like, I feel better. And everybody's like, what? Everybody died and you didn't. I'm sorry, I'm immortal. I can't help it. I can't help being immortal. It's a terrible burden to live with. Burn the witch. No! She's not a witch. She just... You know what the thing is? You contact a 9-year-old Jan little girl, and this little 9-year-old Jan girl, or Jan, you know, she teaches you how to be immortal. And you come to find out she's also immortal, but the fact is she could kind of be like a Benjamin Button in a way. She kind of reverses time. Because she, like, tells you, like, all the stuff. I put it in the Discord. You can check out all the little pics in Discord if you want to see all about that quest. I put it in there. So if you want to. But yeah, she just cut, and it has to do with the point of where you're about to die. You get that scene. It's kind of like that plague scene. It goes across the top. It's like, you've lived a long life and, what do you want to do about it? And you get one question and go, summon a council immediately for a secret meeting. That's where you start the immortal quest. And what I had to do is I had my Mobad, my chaplain guy, go and try to find it because he was pretty smart. He had a high intelligence. I had to pay like almost 5,000 ducats at one point. And then he was successful of finding it immortal. And it just kind of went from there. I don't know if there's other ways to do it, but that's kind of how I got into it. And it worked out pretty good. No, the Black Death is falling apart. But it's trying to creep up on me. It got kind of close. I mean, it could still get there, maybe. I don't know. I'll give you extra titles, man. Watcher of the Giants. How about you be that, too? This guy really is really angry with me, and I didn't do a single thing to him. Like, I did nothing to him. He's probably... No, he's not faction against me or anything. There is no immortal. You know what? I had an option to do that. And maybe you probably know about that, but I had an option to do that. When Glitterhoof was on my console, as soon as it went in the console, as soon as it went into the console, like probably like a day later, it said, "Oh, I want my Glitterhoof to live with me forever," and it said, "Offer Glitterhoof your blood," and then it says Glitterhoof would become immortal, but I'm thinking, does that mean I'm gonna commit suicide and give Glitterhoof my blood? And I was thinking, I didn't really get to save the game at that point, and so I was like, well, if I just became immortal, I'd like to keep the immortality. So if that makes me lose all my immortality, then I don't know, but you keep it? Oh, I could have done it then. I would have had my horse on the council with me forever. I thought you would like give all your blood. It didn't say give Glitterhoof a little bit of your blood. It just says give Glitterhoof your blood, which to me just sounds like give him all my blood. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, I probably should have done it then. I think the way it had its description, if it had a little better description, I would have gone with that. I would have made Glitterhoof immortal, and you wouldn't see this old dude here. You'd see an old horse. Or actually, probably not an old horse. It would be a young horse, wouldn't it? A young horse, Esteban, would be my diplomat. With a diplomacy of 0. Wouldn't that be fantastic? With damaged eyes and a glow? That's how they look? I've never tried that. I was worried about losing my immortality and giving it to a horse. I didn't know. So I just kind of opted out of it. I'm like, no, I'm keeping my blood. That's what I picked. So we don't have a glitter. She still has lunacy, so I might get another Glitterhoof though. If I get another Glitterhoof, whether it's my Stewie or my Dip, I could make it one of those two. The steep ravaged by plague. No one is safe as the plague claims its victims across the steeps. Trade is suffering as the affliction spreads across the northern route to the Silk Road. The tribes are riding into the wilderness, desperately trying to escape the epidemic. Trails of dead bodies mark their passing. Well, it might get to me, so I don't know what to do about it. And I bet my trade has gone down. Yep, I was at plus 400. I'm down to 270. It's because everybody's dying. Nobody's doing any work. It's kind of like what's going on right now. If you keep quarantining everybody in the United States, no work's going to get done. More people are going to fight, and more people are going to die. Just because nobody can go do any work. Gotta let them do their work, man. That's all you gotta do. Just make everybody, make sure everybody's washing their hands and eating oranges and having a little bit of honey every day. Everybody fine, It seems has been using your soldiers to extort money from the peasantry. Ooh. But I liked having the little bear guy in my court. Oh, he's a kinslayer. Not a good guy. Either way, I take a negative modifier. I'm gonna kick his ass out. I gotta kick his ass out. He's done a lot of bad stuff, so he's getting the boot. He's getting das boot. Ooh, she looks pretty good. Ooh, she's a strategist with fire and aggressive and brawny. It's like the best kind of warrior ever. All right, so now we got some upgrades here. Military organization is maxed to the max. And what else? Laws. I have nothing to change with laws. My laws are totally done. There's nothing to do. Except for maybe change an obligation here. I don't know why, though. I kind of do it for them for their benefits, so they like it, and then they don't really faction against me. They're oh, we like the laws, +5. That, kind of helps. I know maybe you don't get as much money, but at least I don't get, I don't have to worry about rebellions, really. Okay, so I just upgraded that. Let's do some castle upgrades here quickly. Let's click all these little things. Court physician passed away somehow. You're 23. You're chaste, tempered, brave, ambitious, and greedy. You'll probably live through this. I bet you'll live through it. Hello. Hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. We are dealing with the Black Death here, and I know we're also dealing in real life with the coronavirus. So, what a morbid, interesting stream this is. I'm sorry, but it's what happened at this time, and I own the whole world, so there's nothing left to conquer. Unless the Aztecs fight me, then I got a fight to work on. But other than that, we're just kind of playing out the Black Death and trying to get to the end of the game. But I got to do some upgrades here, so now that I've got that... Oh, wait, no, that wouldn't really do any of the castle upgrades. But either way, I had a lot of time go by, so probably got some upgrades to do. So I do this periodically every couple of years. But yeah, how you doing? How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I would suggest keeping a positive attitude, because having a good attitude can stave off a lot of things. That, or you can just wait and take a shot. Which I don't think is going to come anytime soon for this virus. So, preventative maintenance. It's like, I feel like sicknesses are like owning a vehicle. Your body's like a vehicle. If you go a couple years and you're like, I don't really need to put oil in this thing, your engine might seize up. It might turn into a solid block of metal. It's like your body too. Don't do anything for it, well, it might seize up too. Preventative maintenance before you have to get last minute stuff. Not saying it's a cure-all, but it's definitely a better recommendation than the latter, I would say. But yeah, welcome everybody to the stream. This is an interesting stream because we're in the plague and we're, also, kind of stuck at home, half of us. Not able to really go anywhere or do anything because, what's going on out there. But if you want my humble opinion, I know some of it might sound a little esoteric, but Count Saint Germain and some of his writings. Take a read on some of that. Amazing stuff. I was just listening to it. There's a video on YouTube that's like 7 hours long, and I know it's long, but it's just one of those things you could listen to if you want to put it in the background. But what he's talking about, it's like, holy cow. You can just think yourself positive and kind of be safe from things. Yeah, hi, how you doing, Apacho? Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Hopefully good. Hopefully better than everybody in this game. There's just a lot of skulls there, and there's, I don't know where the Grim Reaper is, but I know I've seen him in some places. I know he's somewhere. They usually show a little Grim Reaper dude floating around. There you are. There you are, little buddy. How you doing with your big sickle? What's he got on his back? Is that a crow? Looks like a crow. He's got a crow on his back right there. See that? Well, alright, so upgrading hospitals. Most of the hospitals I have are maxed out. Hospitals around me are maxed out. Unless it's too far away, then I see a little gear there. Means their tech isn't high enough to do anything about that high kind of hospital. I can't do anything about this one. It's just too far away to build anything. Let's build up our wonders. I've got the Glorious Harbor here at 8. Almost all my stuff is maxed out. Except for the pyramid. The pyramid is still cooking. It's still getting grown. The Gaza Pyramid. We have limestone casing, necropolis, hidden rooms, traps, mythological beast statues, so a bunch of stuff, but I do have to get the Overseer of the Rites. And probably some other stuff too. Got the walls growing. Got a nice statue up here. I'm just building stuff because I've got nothing left to do, and I've got a crap load of money. So, like, let's build some more big, gigantic statues of things. Will it get to the capital? Oh no, it's coming this way. It's coming this way. It's coming this way. It's. You know what's weird? It came from this location, went all the way around, but it came down too, and it looks like it will consume the center here, and it will go for the center. So I'm gonna get hit pretty hard from every angle. I'm a little afraid of this. I'm a little afraid of that happening. You think we'll be okay? Do you think my immortal character, which everybody's jumping in here, I'm immortal, so I can't really die by most things. Hopefully you can't die to the Black Plague when you're immortal. We'll see. I hope not. I don't know how much negative health it gives you, but I know some of them are -4, -6, or whatever. Yeah, welcome to the stream, everybody that's jumping in here. So hopefully you're doing okay. Not have anything wrong. Okay, well, you have a good one, Frost. Thanks for coming by. Asia Minor is ravaged by the plague. Still waiting on the Aztecs, but I don't know if they're going to show up. They might. Who knows? I've got 85% disease resistance here. I wonder how... Oh, hey, I forgot to even look at all that. Look at this, 85, 75, 85, 75, 85. All this is 85 to 75% chance of resisting here. This one's, which one? Friday you have Star Wars D6 tabletop, rest in peace with friends. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I'm doing the multiplayers on Fridays. So, or no, not Fridays, Saturdays. But I'm doing the multiplayer on Saturdays. So hopefully, if everybody's okay, we'll play it. Last week we couldn't because one of our own. I don't know if he has the coronavirus, but he has some kind of virus or some kind of sickness. So we couldn't play the multiplayer with Valkos because he is infected with something. And I don't know if he's saying what it is he's infected with, but he was out. So we'll do like a co-op because there are some other co-ops we'll do, some other multiplayer stuff we'll do. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Role play, not rip. Yeah. Oh yeah, go ahead. Whatever you want to ask, it's cool. So this is kind of like Risk in a way, but you send armies in to attack everything, and you see the number of the men that you're going to send in here like this, and it shows a little arrow moving them over there, and then once they attack, they go into this kind of battle, and you see this stuff happening here. Viking have? I really haven't played Vikings at all, but they typically start with tribal. So they start with tribal stuff, and then they kind of make, I think they do like blood brother kind of relationships with other bands and all that, Gavelkind and tribal. Yeah, AC might know more because I haven't really played the Vikings. So I was meaning to, but I didn't. I played Lollards, I played Cathars, I played some of the Christian stuff. I'm playing the multiplayer with Frost, who was just in here, with Remuva. He changed the religion to Remuva. We were playing Catholics, and we changed to, I think that's what it's called, was Removans. And I think he organized the religion, and he did that. So tribal, I guess you could stay tribal, but mostly you kind of reform the religion after some time, and it makes other people kind of upset. And with the tribal initially, you get a lot of troops. I mean, the troops that you own and your ally owns and that ally owns, they get a lot of troops. So you just have to hope they all come into your wars with you. Yeah, yeah. See, so Essidian is going to help a little bit with that. So tribal's a little, from what I've seen, it's a little tricky. Because as soon as you decide to like reform your religion or go feudal in a sense, you gotta change all your play. You gotta build little castles everywhere, because it takes so. That's the reason I don't go north in here at all in the Mongolian territory in these steeps. Even playing Persia, I just went to India and I went to the Middle East, and I went to Africa. So I went left and right, or east and west, and then I tried pushing a little bit north. But then I kind of inherited some stuff here through some weird marriages. I inherited like a chunk of Hungary, and I just kept on going, east and west, and then slowly I started to build up here because you got to keep building little castles in here. Like this was a castle built in here, up here. This territory initially doesn't have anything really. A lot of this stuff is just steep. It's just terrain, and a lot of stuff doesn't have anything in it. But then they built a little castle here. They built a little varam, which is a church, and it's just a bunch of empty territory that just shows there's nobody owning the land. You have to build a fort in there to kind of conquer it temporarily. But if you it gets a little tricky with the feudal and the tribal and the nomad. Tribal and nomad kind of play sort of similar in a way, but nomad is basically like nobody built anything there. They just kind of wander around on horses, and if you're there, you own it. But if you're not, whoever was there beforehand owns it. And if you don't build something there, then as soon as you die, a random person might spawn there. You know, increase the number of city pushes by laws, but I have no cities, I only have tribes, it works. You don't get any bonus levies. No cities, you don't get any bonus levies, but any cities you did have would give you more levies. Yes, so it would give you more levies, it would give you more troops. And that's what you want. So you do want to build some stuff, honestly, you do. Because the more troops you have, if you have more troops personally, then people won't revolt against you. What happens a lot in this game is literally a show of force. If I have more troops than you have, you're not likely to want to revolt against me because I have more guns than you. Quite literally, I have more guns than you. You won't want to revolt because you don't have really much of an option to. You can't like tell me what to do. And that's what happens in this game a lot. So if you find ways to build cities for levies, castles, you know, that sort of thing, only build some bishoprics. I just avoid building the bishoprics altogether. I don't think it's even necessary. There's plenty of them spread around the map that it kind of works. You only need to do that if you're trying to focus on getting the holy sites for your religion. And then other than that, I just don't build. I don't build any bishoprics at all. But I would recommend just cities are great. Like personally, for me, I build probably more cities in my own capital, but my main direct capital that I own, I want at least a lot. I want a lot of castles in there because if they're gonna try to take down my keep, I want them to really fight hard for it. So I've got 3 castles here, which is pretty good. You know, and then I want some cities because if I build cities in my other terrain, cities give you the most money, I think. And if you have a city, you get a lot of money. So a lot of money means a lot of upgrades you can do, and all the upgrades give you more troops. So it's kind of like you want castles and cities, and you want maybe a couple bishoprics. But I guess it depends on the religion, really. I haven't played every religion here. I haven't played every type of situation, but it seems to me, from my understanding, playing Persia and playing a Christian empire and all that, cities and keeps or cities and castles, kind of the way to go. But I mean, what does everybody else think? I'd like to know, you know, your opinion. Free space in a country. Okay, so tribal. So, all right. So, I guess listen to some of this advice here because I don't really do the tribal, or I haven't really tried it that much. I test a couple things, but I haven't fully gone into it. So, I think that Isidian might have more knowledge on that. About 13k. Let's wait till we're at, I don't know, 15, and we'll do some upgrades. As a tribe, uses all the available land for their stuff, basically. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that bit of knowledge there. Oh, it hit us. It hit us. It just flew. Did you see it just swipe across here? Like, dear God, wow. That was fast. Okay, it didn't hit Seuss, but it hit all these other places. This hospital's maxed. That hospital's maxed. I might have to close the gates. I think if it's going to hit all the hospitals that are maxed. Well, this one doesn't even have a hospital. Why is there not a hospital there? I thought hospital everywhere. Let's build you a hospital, bro. I think I have to shut the gates. It's the Black Death. We can hold a grand debate. And we can shut the gate. Oh, I can't shut the gates? Why not? I can't do that while I'm... Oh. Okay, we'll have to wait till... I might get the Black Death. Dang it. I didn't think that would affect it. Okay, it does affect it. Okay, great. We are fully invested now. I don't think it matters anymore. I got a fever. And the only cure for the fever is more cowbell. Right? I think so. So instead of closing the gates, I decided to hold a great debate. Wow. I got the cramps. Soon I'm going to have the poops. Hopefully not the squirts. Hopefully not that. Once upon a time, a servant of mine was shoveling horse dung. It's no time for foolish tales. Let's not do that. I gotta close the gates. He's no longer Moab because he died. Oh, wait. Would my immortal horse die due to the plague? Would they give it to that option? Or is it just, like, it's got amazing health? Well, you got great pox, so you might not get the Black Death. Trade one bad for the other. I have got malaise. Oh, crap. Please don't make me incapable. Please don't make me incapable. That's probably like the worst thing that could happen right now. No longer Spy Master because they died due to plague. A possessed Spy Master. Is a possessed Spy Master good? I mean, I know that my character is, but she's a good, you know, she's nice. I don't know if that's, maybe we shouldn't do that. I don't think there's anybody that's totally sure here, so if you're not sure, I'm not sure. A possessed Spy Master, yes. Well, if I hire her, she would be a possessed Spy Master, so I don't know if a possessed Spy Master is good. I know she loves the ever-living crap out of me. That's like a double agent. It could be a double agent, but if she's possessed for me, like, she just wants to do everything that, you know, I say, then it could be good, but I see what you're saying. I totally see what you're saying. If it's a deceitful Spy Master, then I will not hire them. Even if they love me, I cannot do that. It doesn't sound good. I know. Let's go with the second pick here. 16-year-old intricate web weaver. Web beaver. You became an aggressive person. Spewed out blood and pus. You have contracted the plague. Thank God. Okay. Give it a try. Go, you fine. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. I have the plague. Health -7? This could kill me. I'm immortal and it's +10. This could kill me. Dear God, that's wow. What should I do? The basics or do something radical? I might have to lose a limb. Become a eunuch. Oh. That's a lot of bad negatives, though. Personal combat skill? I was at 80-something combat skill. Now I'm at a 19. Yeah, I'm a sexy old grandma. I said, I'm immortal. I can't die. Unless the plague kills me, which the plague could kill me. I mean, I have a plus. I've got a bunch of books I can put on that'll change that too, but a few of them at least. You know, that'd be pretty good. I wrote all the books. I wrote all the society books. I'm like a super mega. Yeah, I've got all the good stuff. Apparently so. Maybe you can die. Although I've got a bunch of health modifiers. Which I think some of them are in here. Yeah, I've got brawny, Some like plus 11. I don't know. Something else in here. I wish lunacy would give you a health modifier. You know? Shrewd. I'm the savior of the world descendant. Let's try some... Oh, dear. You know what? We're just going to do the basics now. So here's the thing. Because the plague is still running right now. If I just do the basics, if I cure this now, I could recontact it again immediately because this plague lasts for like years. So let's just do the basics. Okay, good. Next time I will try to do something drastic and cure it. But the plague could fall off of me. Don't you think so? I mean, I think so. I think the plague might just fall off of me because I'm immortal anyways. So I might just lose the plague and be like, just one day I wake up like, I feel better. I lost the plague. Wouldn't that be boss? That would be pretty boss. Okay, got an empty city here. Wouldn't it be boss? I just lose the plague. Like, I woke up one day, whatever, you know. There was this thing called the Black Plague, and I had it one time, and then I grew out of it. I grew out of the plague. You know, no biggie. You became the plague. Yeah, the plague lives through me now. Oh, he died from the plague. Let's... Oh, and you're gonna have the plague too. Let's marry you to a strong baby. How about that? As if that's gonna help. Let's marry a strong baby. Or a strong man. Well, you're 25. Probably should marry a man. That probably is the better idea. Of the two... See, those are the ones that survived it. Preventative measures, keeping yourself healthy, and possibly working out, being strong. I mean, it does kind of work in that too, but I think it's a personal health thing, you know? If you can find a strong baby. Well, there's a weak one. You need a strong baby or strong man. Strong baby, strong man. Strong baby, strong man. Just keep repeating that over and over again. You'll get better in no time. Strong baby, strong man. Strong. Now it sounds like I'm saying strong baby, straw man. Which that's not true. That can't be true. Strong baby, strong man. Strong baby, strong man. That's what we got to look for. Quick, that kind of works. But we need a strong baby because the plague, you know. Sex is probably awesome with the plague. Oh, come on. Yeah, you're vomiting every few seconds when someone's getting a little bit more excited. You're like, oh yeah, oh. Yeah, I don't know if the other person's gonna be as happy. Maybe you will, but I don't know if the other person will be. It'll be like going to a carnival with your grandma and having her throw up all over you, all over the tilt-a-whirl. That'll be kind of like what it's like, probably. Maybe for the other person, but for you, you might really like it. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what you guys and gals have to say. I could marry her to a genius. She might outthink his way, might think his way past the virus. Has no control over him at that point. Strong baby. So she needs... Oh, crap. She needs a matrilineal, doesn't she? Oh, man. Pfft, nobody will marry her matrilineally. Isn't that great? Come on. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm just... You know, she's going to die anyways. What am I worrying about this for? I'm sorry. It's just... What are you? Sure. I'm sorry. It's a very sad thing, but I don't think she's going to survive. She had all the same symptoms I had, and then I got the plague. She's probably going to get the plague too. And her husband died of the plague, so she was already in bed with a guy that had a plague. So she's also going to have the plague. Just saying, you know? Yeah, probably. Yeah, you'll both be bobbing your head back and forth until one of the heads literally rips off the shoulders and falls down on a side, and then you're looking at your mate like, "Are you okay?" Of course, they can't answer because everything's gone black. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is a very morbid stream. I should probably make an apology because of that. But you gotta find humor in things, even in really dire situations. I worked at a cemetery, and the types of jokes that people say at a cemetery, well, let's just say it's not something you're going to hear at the typical office convention. So, I can put up with some of that stuff though, but yeah, this is going to be something I'm going to have to literally cut my arm off for. I'm going to either have to cut my arm off, or I'm going to have to sew up my insides, or I'm going to have to lose a leg. It's going to be one of those three, because anytime you do a drastic, thing, it's like, oh, we'll see if we can fix that. Let's cut off your ball sack. Wow, you're cured of slow fever. Great, yeah. That's kind of how this game runs. They figured, and actually a lot of modern science does this too. They think they can cure you by cutting everything out of you. Because that's the problem. No, it's not working functionally. You have bad thoughts? You're thinking wrong? Let's cut your head off. Maybe you won't have bad thoughts anymore. They'd bleed it out of you, or they'd cut it off of you at this point in time. Which they kind of still do with some things. At some point, they'll get the actual thing to cleanse that object without you having to lose body parts. At some point, they'll figure that out, That's a nasty cough. That's the game's cough, but yeah, it's, everybody keeps coughing and dying. This game is, some people call this game, arrow porn and the coughing game or something like that. Just let's hire someone that doesn't have the plague. How about we hire this person here? My new dark Pat, who probably won't die from the plague. I know. The American public knows. Well, the American public's been quarantined. So, we gotta stay inside and play video games. That's what we gotta do. Think positive thoughts. Don't get the new Black Plague. And, Didn't I just say I have to hire someone that doesn't have the Black Plague, and he died immediately? How did he die? He had the Black Plague! I didn't even... Well, or maybe I didn't see it. I didn't see the Black Plague there. Unless I overlooked it. Did I overlook it? I don't think I did, though. I was checking for all the little symptoms there. I was like, he doesn't have... I was looking for all that stuff. Did I miss that? I thought I... He died pretty quickly from the Black Plague, though. It's keep it in the family game. Jump. If only we could make money from playing video games. Well, some of us try that, And some of us are mildly successful. And I do emphasize that. Which, if anybody can sub to me and all that stuff, that'd be awesome. I'm trying to grow my channel. It's kind of growing. It's kind of getting a little bigger. which is nice. You know, I got a lot of other games I'm playing too. Let's hold a Josh and Isada in the middle of the Black Death. That would be awesome. I don't think anybody's gonna come. Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for being a follower. All the people that have subscribed, that does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate it. See, that's why these guys are living. It's because they all have hearts. They're all happy. Except for that one guy. I don't know what happened to him. He just... The plague overwhelmed him and he just gave up. He gave up the ghost and that was it. It was over. Jesus Christ. You guys got to cough like every 2 seconds. Every time I'm playing this game, it's like it's like a minute. Every minute, I'm hearing someone cough. Do noble customs, because none of these matter anymore. Only this really matters here. Like, this doesn't matter because I can't fight anything. This is the only thing that matters, is right here. Let's go build up some structures. Yay! Oh, and if you also want to know how to become pretty powerful in this game, it's pretty essential to build up, like you could just click, what you can do is you can click your main capital county here, and then do this little right click over and go, oh, I need to upgrade that, and click over, oh, I need to upgrade that. But when you have a surplus of money, go and help your little barons and your little baronies and all that grow, because this also benefits you, but it's kind of their job to grow it. So they'll typically grow it themselves, but they don't do as fast of a job as you can. So once you have the money, then I would recommend going and doing all the little minor detailer stuff yourself. I know it's micromanaging. Some people really like it. I don't mind it. Some people might think it's taxing, but it helps you grow your empires very strong. You know, because you get way more troops than if you didn't. And you just, you know, you keep growing that way. And build these great wonders too. However you want to do it. Whatever you like to do. If you're in a very contested spot, a great wall would be good. But I typically always start with the garden, because then I can go for the Fountain of Youth, which I build the Fountain of Youth. It gets a little tricky to get that, but you just got to do Hermetics and then become a Mystic. And once you become a Mystic, you can build the that particular garden, you know, to get the Fountain of Youth. And I'll tell you right now, it can be a lifesaver. Fountain of Youth is one of those things that could be big lifesaver. So, unfortunately, when you go lunatic, like, you age if you drink from it, which I accidentally did it one time, because I forgot she changed to a lunatic, and I'm like, no, dang it, I aged, you know? But I think I was immortal at the time, so it didn't really matter. But I was trying to, I want to not have the lunatic so I can see if I can, like, pull the ages back. So I'm not exactly 190, but death and taxes are the only certainty in life. I know. You know, it's funny that America wanted to get away from Europe so it could get away from taxes, and what did it do immediately after it was born? Started taxing. I think it's every time you build a civilization, you're just going to make a tax system because, well, here's a fact. It makes sense in some ways, but you might not really need it so much, but it does make sense in some ways. Who's going to pay the person that's going to go around, patrol the area, and protect you? Who's going to pay them? If there's nobody to pay them, then you have to do all that yourself, which a lot of people did. You know, at the time, you have to protect yourself. There's nobody out there to protect you. There's no police. There's no military. No, nothing like that. You're not giving them money so they can protect you. You have to hire bodyguards. And if you're too poor to hire bodyguards, then all the poor people that can't afford a bodyguard, well, they're ripping themselves off all the time. They can't have anything. So you need taxes for that. You need it for the fire department, Who's going to put out the random fires? Volunteer fire departments all the time? Yeah, probably. But who's going to be dedicated to be able to go out there and do that? So taxes are good for some things, but sometimes it seems like there's just so much tax on so many things. Like, this is way too much. You know, it should just be for like the bare essentials. But then like, who pays for roads? You know. But the problem is, like, now when people are redoing the roads and rebuilding the roads, they take 5 years to redo a road now. It's like you guys are just milking the money and not actually really truly fixing it. You're just milking it. So, I mean, I can understand taxes for certain necessities, but I can see how people take advantage of it, or that it can be taken advantage of and then it's not really used specifically 100% for all the things we think just kind of a necessity. We have to do it, you know. And I know, yeah, it's like, that's one big thing, honestly. I think if we could cut that down to just the basic essentials, everybody would be a little more prosperous. But sometimes it feels like there's certain things are just overtaxed or just manipulated and just utilized too much that people feel like they're getting ripped off. And it's not really benefiting anybody. But, I mean, there are some necessities for it, because if you didn't pay taxes for something, all these other things might not work. And, you know, some people will talk about Social Security. Well, it kind of makes sense. What if you're old or what if you're disabled and you can't do anything anymore? And who's going to help you out? You're just going to die of starvation because you got no way to protect yourself or help yourself. Who's going to help you if you got, you know, nobody's there? I understand there's definitely reasons for it, but, you know, I think if we look at the things, well, we really don't need to be taxed for this, because what's the purpose of that? You know, I'm sure there's definitely certain taxes we could just completely get rid of, or tune it down to a serious degree. You should have a genius, young, attractive person with fountain of youth immortality. If I could engineer that, that'd be cool, but that would take a lot of time to do all that, you know. I already have the plague. I don't know what the purpose of shutting the gates is. I mean, maybe to keep everybody else alive. I think, you know, let's do it for everybody else's sake. Seal it. This is lasting too long. But that is the plague after all. So, what can I say? Netherlands taxes aren't too much. It's important. By the way, we're going into politics here, but Texas public health care. Yeah, there's definitely reasons for it. You know? But I think it's definitely different in every country and every state. Some Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at that! I'm not sure how it happened, but your skin has returned to a healthy color and the abscesses are gone. It would seem you have survived the plague. Oh, yeah. I lost the plague. It survived the plague. I should be immune now. Yes, I should be. I should be. Africa ravaged by the plague. Africa's, wow, they're going to take a big hit there. So what's my troop count like? I got to look at this. Because now that it's covered pretty much everything, it's covered pretty much, I got 56,000. So I had up to 77,000 guys, 770,000 guys. I lost 200,000 soldiers. That doesn't count regular people that are not fighters. Because, well, I mean, maybe it's due to this too. I guess it could be due to that too. And I'm a little shocked that that's that high, but maybe we got to let this go because that was a big negative modifier. We'll see. We'll see real fast here. Because as soon as that rolls around, I just lost the plague. Oh, that's why too. Oh, that's why too. Let me turn it off. Which, I don't know if you know what? I was probably freaking out about nothing. It was probably due to the fact I'm secluded with courtiers. I forget that's -5. And then I had the plague, which is -3. And then my husband is... Well, he's paranoid, but nothing happened to him. He didn't even get the plague. He's in love with me. He's married to me. He's in love with me. He didn't even get the plague. That's crazy. Miss Mode, it's looking like you're playing as the Black Death. Yeah, I'm playing as the Black Death. I'm immortal. Well, Death would be immortal, wouldn't it? Yeah, didn't you know? When you come here, I conquered the whole world. Everything. China's mine. I got my lineage there. All that stuff. I made 3 bloodlines, too. The Sheo Saint bloodline, which is the savior bloodline from the Zoroastrians, which they were the ones that found Jesus and described him as the savior. The Zoroastrians were the ones that predicted Jesus Christ. So I've got that kind of blood. I made a basic bloodline, and I've got this immortal blood. She's got this immortal blood, but I wasn't able to keep one of the bloodlines due to matrilineal marriage, which is the Sheo Saint. But she made her own bloodline, which is kind of cool. It's a death mask. it's like a clown. It's like a jester skull face. But she has no descendants with this now. Well, yeah, because she didn't have any kids. When she was immortal, she didn't have any kids. Before she was immortal, she did, but... Yeah, I'm waiting for the Aztecs to come. I thought the Aztecs were going to come at some point, and the Aztecs, I don't know if they're going to show up at a particular point in time, or what's going to happen, but the Aztecs didn't show up at all. So it's going to be fun to beat the game and see how old I am at the end. That's going to be kind of fun. But I did say like a half an hour ago. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, I was going to probably call it quits here after like 50 or something, because I wanted to show the Aztecs. And I want to show the fight with that, but I didn't see it. So I'll probably close it out here. So I wasn't going to go that long tonight, but it has gone on. But thanks for being here, everybody. So what I'm going to try to do is, if the Aztecs do fight, I will showcase that. If not, the next stream is going to be me basically beating the game. Because that's what I wanted to show tonight. I wanted to show the Aztecs attacking, and, well, they didn't attack. But the Black Death did attack, and so I got the Black Death and I survived it. Which is kind of funny. So, yeah. Yeah, I know, there's really not much to show. I can't do much about it, because everybody... There's nothing left. I can show you right here. Let's finish this up here. Unless something spawned, but... I'll show you the ledger here. Persian Empire, independent states. This is all that's here in the map. There's nothing else here. Yeah, so basically next stream, if I get an Aztec fight, I'll start up then. But if I don't, then I'll start up at the end. And then after that, I've got some new games I'm going to showcase. So thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this kind of stuff, yeah, let me know. Go into Discord too, and let me know your thoughts and opinions of this game and any other kind of game you like to, I don't know, see. But probably next up on the horizon, I've got some Final Fantasy II I'm playing with a friend, and that might be on and off. But I do, and I am going to, after I finish this up, which I think tomorrow night we'll play some Bloodstained, because I want to get some... I want to play something actiony. I've been playing this game for so long, and it's fun, but it doesn't have as much action fighting in it that I desire and crave. But next stream that I do for this will probably be on, I think, either Friday or Sunday. So either Friday or Sunday, if I have an Aztec fight, it might be Friday or Sunday. But if the Aztecs don't pop, if they don't load, then I'll just showcase the end of it. So that's all I got to say. Thanks for being here, everybody. Hope you have a good night. Stay safe. Try not to get sick. Do preventative measures. And all that good stuff. So I will see you hopefully tomorrow night. It'll be a late night tomorrow. Some Bloodstained.